My butt's a rumbling butt. Interesting feeling sitting on the grid now. I don't know if it's pleasurable or if it's nauseating. Probably a bit of both. Ooh. Top 5. Ooh, strong bet. Strong bet. You guys don't bet all if you have if you have derbs, don't bet all. Try to be a little more conservative just because you know. I just won MP. One red. Very much so like
ladies and gentlemen, we were gathered here today to mourn the passing of everyone here.
Hey, this is my first lap stint for our last season, so be careful.
Oh shit.
We'll be gentle.
F's in chat. Alright. Slap hands, bros, and welcome. We had a little bit of pre-race chatter there, and things are going to be interesting. We're on the grid once again. We're in the BMW this time. Road America, getting ready to do ourselves a race. Got a refuel set up. Got our tires unchecked. Let's use the correct words if we can. Look at our standings. We got Michael Polasek in first with a 201.376. Saulo Souza in second with a 201.897. Fernando Borda in third with a 202.298. Nick Schaefer with a 202.594. And rounding out your top 5. Wait, how the hell did I manage that? Yeah, rounding out your top 5, Kevin Lawrence, 202.920. It shows your overall standings. That's how I manage that. We're good now. Everything's good. Top 5's called out. We're awesome. It's cool, MP. It's cool. It's very interesting. We're surrounded by psycho murderers, apparently. And you know what? I accept that. I feel like that's probably not inaccurate. Before we get killed by all of the psycho murderers, I'd like to take the time to thank Thrustmaster for being a long-time standing member of the community at this point. Thank you, bros, very, very much. And also Rick Motek and Sim Experience, newly supporting the community. I do use the load cell brake mod. Obviously, I pay for that. I like it. It's amazing. I very much so vouch for it. It's a good product. But Sim Experience was really nice, and they gave me the software for Sim Commander. So I really appreciate that. So far, I'm really happy with the butt kicker. This thing's amazing. In the States, these things are much cheaper. I definitely say if you got the budget, go buy yourself a butt kicker. In Canada, they're a little bit expensive, so I get it if you can't. But if you can afford it, hell yeah. They feel really sweet. Like, in terms of, like, it gives you a little bit of brake fucking sensations, a little bit of gas sensations, turning sensations, and then obviously the road feel is what's really there. Like, when you hit a curb, like right now, there's a little bit of vibration, you know? It's very nice. You actually feel like you're on the curb. I could imagine if you had 4 of them, it'd just be crazy. Apparently, you can do up to 8 with Sim Commander, which is pretty dope. But we're not gonna get there. I think I'd like 2. 2 would be perfect for me, I think. 4 would be awesome if I could get there, but I don't think that's realistic. 2 would be dope. Now we're gonna kind of half pay attention here for a second, because we gotta come along this carousel, and I don't want to have any issues with the guy on the outside there. I also don't want to lose Alejandro too much.
So don't kill me.
And one last final straight, and then we're gonna be there, bros. Here we go. Before we hit the start-finish line, one last shout-out for the Sim Pit. Thank you, Shaun, for doing the news. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Speaking of which, I'll be up in the morning if you guys want to watch it. I usually talk on YouTube. He does have a Twitch. I've been trying to get him to be more active with the Twitch stream, and we'll keep bugging him. So, you know, watch on Twitch if you want, and if I see a bunch of comments from Twitch on the screen, I will switch over from YouTube to Twitch and hang out with you guys there. Yes, MP, yes, I got butt kickers, yes. 1 butt kicker, 1 single butt kicker. But I bought that. on a really good discount because a bro had one. But the software was helped out. Alright, we're off the flight screen. Guy on the left, be careful there. 3 wide, careful. Staying left. Don't dive in front of me, please. Just hold your line. My spotter's off. I don't know why, but we'll turn it back on as soon as we get the chance to. There's a straight up here. We got ahead of him, it's fine. We have a black box, it's okay.
Radio check. This spotter can't help you if you crash.
Got it, done.
Left side.
Aptly said, Billy.
Hold your line. Clear left. Car right.
Incident in turn 5. We think it might be Lee and Crowder.
All clear on the right.
Jesus, Banana, where'd you come from?
Sorry I pulled over in front of you so quick, Johnny. That's why. He was off in the grass by the wall.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
I accept you.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 0.8.
Try to get the run, same as we did on the last guys. Damn it. A little too much wheel spin. I should have shifted earlier. I think that was my mistake. Still making time on the first guy. Depending on how they go through this, I might be able to pick up one position out of this. We'll do what we can.
11. The gap behind is now 1.8
No,
seconds.
he's going to take the inside on the guy in front of him, so we have to use foresight and not go diving both of them. Because if I went to go turn the one, he went to turn the other, we'd just turn each other. Sorry, I'm getting used to the new mic placement. I'm really sorry I keep touching it. I will stop. It will get better, I promise. Don't beat me, Dad. Woo! Hi, Cather. Welcome home. They might crash, yes. That was a very conservative carousel. The conservative carousel. In storage now, sorry. Just rolled off the tongue. It needed to be said again. I don't really chaps my khakis. I could be in the top 10 right now. But no.
Sector 2 is 2.0 seconds off the pace.
haven't yelled at the
Okay,
driver
mate, watch for a
anyway.
mistake.
Nobody's done anything wrong, True. It's been fine. Well, except for Fernando. But I didn't yell at him. I accepted Johnny Lou. Johnny Lou, I accept you. Oh god, I almost put it in Alejandro's butt. And hey, you know, at least I keep it off the voice chat. I could be a dick nozzle, but I don't. I hope you caught the end of the last race. It was good. I yelled at another driver, then he turned out to be a good bro. And now we have a good bro. And he was extra funny. The whole good experience. It's wholesome as fuck. In our own weird little way. Okay, okay. I gotta not hit Alejandro. Let's just stay a little wide and then everything will be fine. I keep having to not hit Alejandro. I need to prepare for this earlier. Take him here. Come on, come on. Perfect. Go. I got too loose. Too loose. I made a mistake. A mistake and it cost me. This is the opportunity right here. But I missed it. Doors shut. Booth, you suck. You lose. Alright, here's another opportunity. Had a fine run, but
Okay,
I'm
Devin,
not quite close
stay
enough.
close. Wait for him to make a mistake.
Sorry, Abraham. I'll go fast.
Alright, come on, snuggle up. Give me that drafteroos. Drafteroo! Oh, too snuggly, too snuggly. Didn't that happen last race? God damn it. Okay, so I need to brake just a little earlier. Or a little heavier or something. So I can be a little closer, because I did the exact same fucking thing. Maybe I'll just let Johnny Lou deal with him. He seems to be catching us.
Lou is closing you down. The gap has come down to 0.6.
I'm quite
Lap
aware.
time was 2:04.55.
That's a good lap. Thanks, Jim. I'm fine with a 204. It's a 45-degree track. It's reasonable as fuck.
Don't be intimidated. Keep him behind you. P11. Fuck's sake, Devin. Track limits, come
Ooh.
on.
Left side, clear left. Car on your left, clear on the left side.
Shite, stay close. You might get him
You
back.
should have just held it on the corner before. Fuck, I thought you had it, man. Well played.
And out.
Hey, well
12.
played, man. I don't know, MP. It's that time is not good, but Fords suck. You're driving the Ford. It's already slow.
We'll need to pit for fuel. 31 minutes into the race.
Like the Ford is kind of like driving the DP in a way. You're not really good. You're not gonna be able to do it and be competitive.
Keep him in your sights.
And if it's a
What's the mistake?
40-degree track, 208's not that bad. I was running 206s to 208s in an endurance. Alejandro brakes early here. Careful, Johnny.
Yep, something ahead, bro.
I snugged up to him on that corner every time.
Yeah, I did the same.
Okay, all I gotta do is stay in draft and use the opportunity now. If he creates an opportunity before that corner, it'll be gravy. If it has to happen in that corner, it has to happen in that
Blue
corner.
ahead is increasing. It's now 0.8. We've been warned about track limits.
Wait, the Ford GTE? God damn it. Are you talking about the Ford GTE or GT3? If we're talking about the GTE, that's fucking slow. If we're talking about the GT3, it's not so bad. GTE faster, more downforce. GT3 ABS, yes, less downforce. Okay, you have that's the GTE. Then yes, that's slow. I'm sorry.
There's an
Yes, that's
incident
low
in
MP.
turn 14.
You need to practice. Oh shit ton.
P11.
But the GTEs aren't that easy to drive, man. Not super hard, but I find it harder to be on pace with a GTE than a GT3.
Shit, Devin. Track
I'm
limits,
gonna
come
let
on.
this guy by.
The gap to blue ahead is now 2.9 seconds.
On your right. Clear on your right.
Sometimes faster. I mean, don't sweat it, MP, though, because I run slower in a GTE than a GT3 on some tracks. Like, it's not that big a deal. You'll get there, you just need to practice. Like on a colder track, 509, 2059, I run that shit in a GT3. I run that shit in the Mercedes all fucking day. Give me a track in the 30s instead of the 40s, which isn't that big of a difference, and I'll fucking do that shit, no problem. We'll get her. Think. I don't really remember. We raced this in the Mercedes though, didn't we? I'll have to watch the video. We'll find out. But I think that's the time. I might be getting confused because Bathurst times are very similar. GTE does not have ABS, that is correct. No, GTE faster in corners, GT3 about the same.
Come on, man, if somebody fucks up in front,
Straight
we
line.
need to be able to take advantage.
And sometimes faster.
V12, that's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
There are some corners, like there's the rare occasion, like if you go to Watkins Glen, the bus stop, I can take that shit better in the Merc than I can take that in any other car in iRacing. Fucking amazing. I'll catch up to LMP1s in that fucking corner sometimes. Obviously, like, they'll take off on the exit, but, you know.
Careful, car on your right. Hold your line. Clear on your right.
Come on, Devin. Good stuff. Keep it coming.
Hey, T. Good old day Stremmen.
The gap in front is now 2.9.
Oh my god, it's so slippery. This 44 degrees is driving me fucking nuts. It's coming down a little bit, which is nice. It'd come down a little bit more. Go back to work. Could get voice to work. Make sure you install the distributors, whatever, from Microsoft. Oh god, don't do that. Don't do it.
Don't be intimidated by this little shit. Make him work for it. Keep it between the white lines or we'll get a penalty.
Ah, third gear, you fucking idiot.
Oh,
Stop
no,
doing
Devin.
that so
Come
fast.
on,
Why
track
do you keep
limits.
trying to take that in third gear? That's not how you take that fucking corner booth. Wish Kappa would work with... You mean Caps would work with crew chief?
Come on, keep digging. P10.
There should be a crew
Car on your right.
fuel calculator in
Careful,
crew
still
chief.
there. All clear on the right.
Sorry if I missed something, MH. I must have missed a comment. I'm sorry. If I do miss something, just repeat it, guys. Yell at me. I'll catch it eventually. I only have like 6 or 7 lines of chat or something. 8 maybe. Not many. And occasionally I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. Battle for 10th place here, man. It's all about small boo-boos and capitalizing with this guy. Oh no, did you die?
No,
Okay, good.
I've got a full bread cube bar, and
Uh-oh. Well, you're still here. Oh, that might have been a preemptive statement.
Alright, Devin, we're halfway through. Should be about 10 minutes of fuel left.
Oh,
The
Bruce,
stewards
really?
warned us for cutting the track.
You really
Keep
need
it
to stop
between white
taking off
lines.
tracks, dude. Where the fuck is he? Oh, fuck! I panicked!
Left side. All clear on the left.
Fuck! I panicked when he disappeared and I fucking jerked the wheel a bit. Fuck! We were coming up on him, I got scared!
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Fuck.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Shouldn't have panicked. That was really stupid. Fuck. Shit balls. Shit. Shit.
Souza is leading the race.
Well, it's just, it's normal. I didn't need to panic. I should have just slowly brought my line outside. At worst
Pit
case,
exit
he
is
would have
clear.
appeared
Push now.
inside of me and I would have had one more netcode incident to add things. But instead we hit the wall, and I don't know if that was probably a pretty hard hit.
Okay, Devin, the next car is Crowder.
I don't know, we'll see what we can do. If I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Sometimes. I have really good luck sometimes too, but... I hear somebody very quietly speaking, but I can't hear them over an engine at all.
that's me.
Oh, it's you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm falling down now. It's closing in on top 5, and then that.
Come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits. 20 minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left.
I can barely hear you still, but it sounds like some bullshit. Top 5 almost?
Yeah, and then internet dropped out on me.
Ah. That's gay as hell.
Yep.
Unavoidable. Call the ISP, cry like a bitch. I do it every time.
Right?
You wrecked my race! I was in the top 5! Send them a replay. Alright, Sam's in the pits. There's only one GT3 ahead of us. The DP is finally coming.
14th.
Morning, Sebers. Hope you're well. What's up, hands, buddy? No off-track booth. Please. No, I just moved it. Because I have a butt kicker. And I didn't want it to be super loud on the stream, so I have to put the mic a little closer to my mouth. So I can turn some other settings down. And then, my butt can be kicked when we hit curbs and things. And it vibrates a bit when I'm spinning out. So like you can kind of feel, like right now I can kind of feel that the tires are scrubbing, you know? Lets you know I'm on the limit.
The gap to Crowder ahead is now 13 seconds.
Eventually I'll get those settings tuned. Hopefully it'll help me race. Right now it's just like a kind of a cool thing. The road feel in the bumps is pretty sweet. I like that. Yes, your body wakes you up. It's time to get on with your day, sir. Have yourself some tea, some toast. Everybody likes some tea and toast. There's a song called Tea and Toast by a girl named Lucy Sprague. Don't listen to it. It's very sad. Sorry. Think about tea and toast. I think about that song. It's very sad. What a good song. Tea and toast in the morning, though. Do it up. Relax, chillax. Have yourself a good morning, little buddy. I'm doing well, friend. I'm doing well indeed. Just about ending the stream. This is the last race of the day. We've been on now for a little over 9 hours. Been a good one. A little bit of damage, I'm compensating for it. It's not working the greatest, but I'm doing my best.
Thank you.
Oh, I'll probably just watch the end of this replay and get to bed, Sebers. It's already well after 11. I like to try to be in bed around 11 to midnight some these days if I can be, and I always need to watch a YouTube video or two from some of the bros that came out and make sure I like some of them if I don't have time to watch them, and at least check it out if
15
I do.
minutes left.
You know? Start a video, let the ad play, hit the like button.
13th place.
At the very least. You gotta keep that like internet fucking content creator community going, man. It's how we operate. Was it 7 a.m.? Yep. Around there, yep. No. Did I? I don't remember. We might have streamed for a little bit after Spa. I don't really remember what we did. You came in towards the early morning when I was like, had my hat down over my eyes and I was trying to have a little nap. I saw you talking. I answered you. You said some words. Like, is he sleeping? And I said, no, I'm not sleeping, Severs. Just zoning out and tired. Or something along those general lines. But I definitely went to sleep shortly after. Shortly. There's a seat cushion with transducers in it. It would get hot though. I don't know if I would like that. I would have to do some testing. Oh, the kids are doing just fine, Severs. Thank you for asking, buddy. You got to bed fairly good today, from what I hear.
Okay,
I put him to
there's a
bed, and
car
I don't
exit
hear
in the pits,
anything.
heads
That's
up.
what I mean by from what I hear. I was here, I'm just listening.
B12.
Haptic feedback vests are amazing, T. The only reason I know about those is because of deaf people, but that shit is awesome. They're like putting concerts on and stuff using devices like that and others. So the deaf pros can like experience music. That's super cool. The butt kicker can just go on a chair, MP. It's got a go type in butt kicker gamer 2. How do you think it attaches to the rig? Just a square. A little clamp thingy. Just clamps around a bar. And it's on a bar, so you can clamp it to anything. Oh, thank you, Severs. But worry about load cell pedals before you get a
Gap
butt
ahead is
kicker.
now 4.5 seconds.
Which means you need to worry about at least somewhat of a rig. You can get there's some wheel stands that would work. But they're expensive enough, you might as well get a rig. As a rule. Or you get a wheel stand that you can add a backside to make a rig out of later. Have fun, Severs. So I have to 70s, buddy.
Okay, Devin, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
We're almost there, bros. A little under 5 laps. Or about 5 laps. Or around there.
consistency. Keep them coming.
Hey. One of those things, Goober. The more simulation you get out of your game, the more difficult it's going to be, right? If you go full bore with like the motion sim and your all that kind of stuff, and you got the pedals that make you use the clutch properly in every game, and they have the simulation set up, you know, sliders and fucking different grooves and shit to make it work. Oh god, then Project Cars, yes. Project Cars, I have a really, really big love-hate on. Like, more hate than love, but there's a bit of love there. It's got so much content, it could be so amazing. The tires themselves aren't terrible. Even the physics aren't complete ass. They're not good, but they're not complete ass. It's the force feedback that really fucks it. If it had better force feedback, it could be so much better. And even with the little files that you can use to make it better, it's not that much better. Go to the race department. Or if you need to go to...
The gap in front has increased to 1.6 seconds.
Oh my goodness. iRacing's easy. iRacing has an auto button. You gotta look up the power of your wheel. But for Project Cars, go to Sim Racing 604 on YouTube. Look back in his videos, like about a month, and you'll see a video about force feedback settings for Project Cars. And then for the G27 and iRacing, you'll want to double check some stuff, but if I remember correctly, you turn on the damping, like 7 to 10% damping. Set the like overall torque or whatever. I think it's like 5 point something, 5.2 or something like that for that motor power. I'm not 100% though. And then you go and you drive clean around the track. Don't go on the grass and shit. Drive clean. And open your black box. Which means make sure you have all of the black box controls mapped. They're important. And use the auto button. But the important thing with the Logitech wheel is damping, because the Logitech wheels have a bit of play in them. Kind of the one
5 minutes left.
Real downfall to a gear wheel. And the damping will kind of help with that. It just adds a little bit of simulated extra weight. And when you use the auto button, it takes all that into consideration, because what it does is it looks at like how much the wheel's clipping.
Okay, Devin, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
But nice. 3 more laps. Looks like.
Push now, we can catch this guy.
Yeah, it's well done. They did a great job.
V12.
There's controls for the black box specifically, like up, down, left, right. I think it's increment, decrement. Like scroll up and scroll down, and then there's like an enter button, as well as the cycle black box buttons. It's 7 buttons total that you have to map.
V11.
And then you don't really need to map any
1.9 off
others,
the
like
base.
apart from your
2
pit
minutes to
limiter
go,
and stuff,
2
like the
minutes.
obvious ones. Pit limiter headlights. You don't really have to do any other ones other than that.
Oh, my right.
Plus the car calls for it. But you need 7 buttons. Most wheels have a D-pad and like a left and right switch, and an easy to reach button, or like the second easiest to reach button, because you want to have a press to talk button. And depending on how good you are at pitting, you may be your 3rd easiest to reach button, so that you can still pit easily. But like the light button you can reach for, because you don't really need your lights all the time. They're all together. If you look at the black box controls, I think the first one actually is at like the top area somewhere, or the first 2. The ones that say toggle the black box. Like it toggles which one you're in. And then there's at the bottom of the black box section in the options, there's a bunch of controls that are all together. Increment, decrement, select, and there's 2 more that mean like left and right, like or up and down, you know? Next or previous. Yeah, next, previous, increment, decrement. And then next, previous, black box, that's the first 2. That's the first 2. So map that one just as left and right. You don't need to map that one on the D-pad. The other 4 you want on the D-pad. That one you just want as a left to right, and if preferable, if your left to right has a button near it that you can access pretty easily, use that button, because then all your black boxes commands are together.
Right side here, Mike. Thank you. Yes, sir.
As I'm on white lap, I will show you in a second. Let me pay attention so that Pablo
Tenth
doesn't pass
position.
me.
1 more lap to go. We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Shit, bros, I forgot to say it. But 10x represent hashtag shoutout dub. Oh wait, no. Shoutout to Wstep. Hashtag sub to dub. Go finger bang your dog. There we go. Those are the words. Because we hit 10x, bros. Yeah. Obviously a joke.
Go right, Tim.
Just making
That's
sure
2
we're
minutes
clear.
left. 2 minutes.
Oh, he made a whoopsie. Pablo made a whoopsie. I'm holding a mildly defensive line. Good racing, dude.
P12. That's the end of the race. Bad luck, mate.
A little bit of respect there goes a long way to making things enjoyable.